Hello, welcome back. To those of you who are watching me regularly now, you're getting used to me, aren't you? Right, okay. So, that was a reminder for me. So, if you're new to the channel, welcome. You will get used to me. What I can guarantee is no matter what post you come across, you're meant to come across it then. I'm just reading energies of the day. One day you might be in this energy, one day you might not be. So that's how they work. It's usually a kind of a story, but you can break it up into pieces to see which ones, which bits are for you. If not, sometimes you won't always relate. But what I can guarantee is, even though I butt in, right? This is what happens when I'm doing this, right? He's the Queen of Swords here. What happens is when I'm doing this is I feel the energy, right? And there's a certain things that put my energy on, right? And I think, right, maybe that's that's the energy of the day. That's maybe what you want to talk to me about. Yeah. And then what happens is I'll work them out in my mind a little bit, get ready for them. Yeah, this is on about work. Right, okay, I know exactly what they're making me do. Right? So, what happens is that they throw in something like that, right? They throw in something that I have not prepared for. So that happens so that I can have no preconceived ideas. I can only have glimpses of different energies that they've shown me. I've only had glimpses of them before I've got on here. Do you understand? So what I'm then channeling, right? What I'm then having to work for, to go deep and to look into, right? These messages, is the truth. As I am telling you it is the truth, what I'm channeling, what I'm feeling, and everything. So that's what I guarantee. But I do butt in. I do butt in, and I get into trouble for it because I put my own bits in. But that's me. Right, so this Eight of Pentacles, right? This is about worldly possessions. Do a rune. Here it is. The unknown. Right, I know exactly where we're going now. The unknown. This is how you get to the unknown. This is how, right, yeah, right, okay. They're telling me too much stuff. So, this is how you get to the unknown. How you find your answers, how you find out all the things that you want to find out, right? This is one big lesson, right, that I have learned, and this is where you find all your answers. And it's the one big rabbit hole that everyone should go down. I know I will take you, some days I'll take you down funny rabbit holes, sometimes I'll take you down deep rabbit holes. It just depends what's coming through. I'm not in charge of that energy. I'm just reading the energy. So, it helps, right? So, it's on about your work, right? And this is hard work. This is definitely hard work, right? So, I know some of you will be thinking, she's talking, I don't care if you think that. I couldn't care less, right? Because eventually you realise yourself. So you get fully immersed. How you get fully immersed in the details, right, of anything, right, is you have to go there, right? So what happens is, and this is how you find out, because this has happened to me, and try this on. Try this on 81. It was out once and then it's come out again. So, right. Oh, yes. So, 2/8. Hang on. I'll have a look for you. It's 2/8. Inconsistencies. Yeah, that's about right. That's, yes, if you want to look at something properly. Right. So, what I'm going to tell you now, right, this can rapidly move you forward, right, especially if you're already doing some of the work, the inside work, right. So but this takes action on your part, right. So what happens is, put it like this, right, on the world stage now, there's so many things going on, isn't there, that it's, you know what I mean, you know it is, it's confusing for everybody and you don't know what's happening. And so that one, right, right, this is how you, right, this is how you get, this is my clean slate, look, there's nothing, you know what I mean, it's just the card that's in the box, but it's this will take you, this, what I'm going to tell you now, this will take you to a clean slate, right? Everyone to a clean slate, right? Now then, right, okay. So what happens is, you have to go, think about this, right? Everything that's happening on the world stage now, right? Ask yourself, right? First of all, ask yourself, can I influence this at all? Right? You know, what can I do? Really? You know, ask it genuinely from the heart, right? Like, what can I do for, you know, for positivity? What can, you know, what is it? So ask yourself that. Do you think? Do you believe? Everything is what you believe, right? Do you believe that you can have any influence whatsoever? And then that belief comes when you start seeing manifestations and synchronizations, right? That's when your belief starts. That's, if you're not there, that's where you're going to get, right? Your beliefs start when you're seeing all these connections, and it gets bigger and bigger till you know that you're all connected. So once you get to the belief that you can, you know, that you're writing your own story, or somewhere near that, ask yourself this, right? If what was happening on the world stage now, right, and you could have some part in it, right? What would your input be? What do you think that you know that you could do on this bloody world now to reset it, to get it to, we need to get it to clean slate, remember, right? It needs to go to a clean slate. So we need to start again, and that is what's going to happen. But it's when you do this, what I'm telling you now, right? You ask yourself, okay, now all of yous, right? All of us are all at different levels, right? And there's some people who don't understand, who do not know, who are not awake, and there's some people who know everything that's going on, and some people who only know parts that they're supposed to know anyway. That's their the part they are playing, right? That's their contract, what they've signed up for. They're doing their contract. You have a contract, right? Many of them. Off the beaten track, yes, right, okay. So what happened? So then ask yourself, right, I know X amount. I know the things that are going on this earth. I know all about them right now because I've had time to build that foundation about it. I know it. I've gone in. I've gone into the dark. I understand, right? This is many of you now, what I'm saying. Many of you know exactly what I am saying, right? And if you don't, this will stick in your head and you'll come back to it, right? So, you know, a lot of yous now, you know exactly, you've got that foundation you have built. You have been doing the work, right? So there's lots of us who absolutely know that there's things that can smash people's brains in if they don't understand them. If they all come out, all now, which is the floodgates are opening now. Look, you know what I mean? That foundation is crumbling. The foundation already here, right? It's crumbling because it's all based on pentacles. That's why it's crumbling. It has to be based on love, not pentacles. Just see how the cards are doing it. So what you've got to ask yourself is, right, I know all them things, right? And would it be still better to let it still play out and trickle in? Because, you know, any minute now the floodgates are going to go anywhere, right? But the more people that can get on start this journey on waking up and seeing what's going on for real, the better. You know, is it better that they're a little bit more armed? The more people are a little bit ready for it. Or do you think, I'll tell you what, right? If they haven't seen it now, they're never going to see it, right? So let's just open the floodgates and just show them, right? Do you see the Queen of Swords coming there? So, which one, which would you choose? Do it balanced, do it in a King of Cups way, right? With open emotions. And imagine if you had that control. Imagine if you had that power, right? How would you wield it? That power is magnificent, right? And it is in all of us. And what makes it more powerful is when we're all in the same vibe, right? We're all on the same page. Now, to get all of us onto this clean slate, right, takes all of us doing some inside work. And that question that I'm asking you, right, if you could think about it seriously, what would you do, to make this stop, to get us back to somewhere normality? But it's never going to be, it's going to be better than that. But you won't listen. You don't have to believe me. What you'll come to do, what you're going to be doing, is believe in yourself. Because when you ask these kind of questions to yourself, these are the rabbit holes that no one wants to go down. Right? We all avoid them until we're pushed into them in some form, some way. And what I've been saying to you is, if it's a choice, and you have the choice. I drew the Fool this morning, right? And then there's a dog next to him, which signifies like your guides, yeah. And it was on the dog. There was a timer, right? Like yesterday, I was saying I'm keeping out of this war. It's already written. I know how it goes, right? We've already written it, as you don't realise you have, but we've already written it. What's coming out on the earth now is what we've always felt for eons. That's why everything's erupting and it's chaos, because that's how we've been feeling pushed down. So it has to come out. So I know that's, do you know what I mean? I know that's what's happening. But when I do these, when I'm speaking to you, I'm only interested in your soul, right? I'm interested in everybody's soul. I believe in us. We haven't stood a chance. For God knows, only God knows the time. We haven't stood a chance with what's been happening to us. And this is why we get this, we get this chance. We are being given this second chance as a collective. It'll come up in your own lives. You'll be getting second chances of everything in your own life, right? To see how you deal with it. That's how it's going to happen to you. Something's going to come in. It's going to give you that second choice to see if you will correct it or not. Please correct it. Yeah, because that's where we're all going eventually. Everybody will be able to do this. So you're getting the second choices, and this, when you do them second choices in you, yeah, they go out into the collective, like I said, till everybody gets on the same page, and then you can create whatever you want. Whatever we want, we can create. The more who do it, the stronger it is. We need, a big percentage of the world to get on this page. So ask yourself the hard question. What would you do right now to stop all this? Who would you out? You know what I mean? Who would you out? Who would you make people look at? Or do you think that everybody should know now? Do you feel strong enough, to handle what you don't even know what's coming? I don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. Everyone's got pieces of the jigsaw. See, every person, every one of you, right, who think you have no personal power, I'm telling you that you have. And millions are like me are telling you exactly how much personal power you have. You don't realise it till you start tapping in. Now then, well, there was something else I was going to tell you there. Hang on. Your power. I thought there was another. No. One moment. Oh, okay, I got it. I had to pause there for like a minute. Because nobody has no patience, which you're going to get. Everybody has to have patience. It goes beyond patience, what this does. So this is what I was going to tell you, right? Every single one of us, right, in this, what's happening on the earth, have a part to play, right? It may not seem big to you. You may not know the whole story. You may not know what it is. You might never find out what it is. But looking back, you will, right? All it takes is for you to ask the hard question, right? The hard questions you have to ask yourself, and just keep doing that. And that's how you learn. That's what going down in the dark does. That's what it means. You have to go down there. You have to answer these type of questions, because there's no freeloaders. Where you are when everything takes place, where you are on your journey, determines which timeline that you go into. What heaven have you? What is heaven to you? What kind of timeline would you like to be in? All these you are getting the choice of if you do the work, right? So every single one of us has a part to play, right? Even what we think are wrong or triggering or angry or all the things that are negative, right? Even them things and the people who are being that have a part to play. Somebody being negative to you is pushing you, right? I keep telling you this. It keeps pushing you to deal with whatever's in front of you. That's all you have to do. Concentrate on yourself. Just deal with this is what I've got told as well. Concentrate on yourself. Just deal with things as they come to you. Do you know what I mean? Ask the questions. And, do you know, I was watching The Hobbit, and I was thinking to myself, because I love them realms, and I thought, you know, that whole, The Hobbit, The Lord of the Rings, from start to finish. If Smeagol, right, hadn't turned murderous greedy, yeah, which he got turned into a monster for, yeah, think about that. If he hadn't have found that ring, right, if he didn't have that ring, there would have been no story in that timeline, because that ring had to travel right till the end to go in the furnace, didn't it? In the mountain. It had to get to that mountain. And how many people along that way from Smeagol, right, to it eventually get into that place, how many people took part in that, knowingly or unknowingly, in that story? This is the same as what's happening to us, yeah? This is our story.